So inviting the bells. Taking 3 breaths. And so, welcome everyone to the Mindfulness Tree Meditation Community as we gather. And just a reminder that we will not be meeting in person for the next 2 weeks while I'm in Nepal, but please feel free to go to our YouTube channel. As I upload our meditations, I notice sometimes we've got 14 views. So people are actually going to the website or to the YouTube channel. So, and maybe do it on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. And just FYI, that 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time is 7:45 p.m. Nepal time. It's a 15-minute jog there. So I'll be getting ready for bed, sort of settling in for the day when you watch. Oh, Charity. Oh, Charity's going to be online. So Sam and Lizanne. And also, before we start our opening meditation, I want to thank Lizanne for the lovely graphic that she provided for us that shows the metta meditation that you saw my email, how beautiful that was. So thank you. I bow to you, Lizanne. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, beautiful. And, art can be a meditation, so that's lovely. So we begin our opening meditation on beneficial or right view. So inviting the bell. Listen. Listen. The sound of the bell brings me back to my true home. So we arrive and settle. Just like a snow globe that you shake and you watch the glitter fall to the bottom. Welcoming ourselves to our true home with care, compassion. Just notice your posture. Feet on the floor, aligning the spine from bottom to top. Sitting in a dignified yet relaxed posture. Bringing the mind to the present moment. And I invite you, if you would like, to set an intention for this practice. We don't practice in a vacuum, but rather our practice is for the benefit of all living beings. And we send that merit to all living beings. But perhaps there's someone who's been on your mind, or even yourself. So take a moment to formulate that intention, either for all beings or for an individual or yourself. who will benefit from this practice. With that intention in mind, you can bring yourself back to the intention at any time during our meditation. Releasing the body. Perhaps just taking a brief scan from the feet, of the legs, to the torso, arms, to the head. Grounded in the body and grounded in the breath. Noticing that the body is breathing. That there is an inhale and there is an exhale. Perhaps just using silently words like in and out. The breath becomes our anchor, keeps us grounded in the body. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. As we bring mindfulness to the breath, we might notice that the mental activity starts to slow just a bit. Internal chatter. The mind wanders off. Just come back to the breath. The breathing. We invite mindfulness, sati, sense of openness, softness, curiosity, and spaciousness. Allowing mindfulness to guide the breathing. Noticing and being curious about the rise and fall of the belly. As you breathe, perhaps bring to mind the intention. and return to the breath. Visit the mind wanders and come back to the breath. Perhaps imagining that on the breathing in of opening the spaciousness allows for whatever is going to appear. And then breathing out, allowing that thought to just move away like clouds in the sky. If there's any internal chatter or internal narrative playing, we tend to do this where we replay over and over again stories that we tell about ourselves, we tell about others. And that's all they are. They're simply stories. And memory can be very faulty. We center upon what we think is solid. And then change. But it can be helpful to step back from that story, see it from a distance. And if a story arises, you can ask the question, is it true? Is it helpful? Or is it unskillful? By looking at it, not judging it, but simply observing it. Mindful curiosity. Perhaps you can drop that particular narrative and allow it to rest. Perhaps examine it at another time. But those stories are not you. So we can enter into the spaciousness, this vastness that opens up It allows us a sense of calm and relief. I am enough. I am worthy. Thoughts and stories are arising. Just acknowledge them, because that's what the mind does. Perhaps bowing to them and letting them go. And bring to mind the intention that you made at the beginning. This time, we can dedicate the merit of our practice, the goodness of our practice, to your particular person or yourself, or to all living beings. Breathing the same air, sharing the same body, same desires, hopes, or connection. Even our views. We come to the closing of our formal sitting meditation. I'm going to share with you a poem by Iphis. It's entitled Now is the Time. Now is the time. Now is the time to know that all you do is sacred. Now, why not consider a lasting truce with yourself and God? Now is the time to understand that all your ideas of right and wrong were just a child's training wheels to be laid aside You can finally live with veracity and love. Now is the time for the world to know that every thought and action is sacred, that this is the time for you to compute the impossibility that there is anything but grace. Now is the season to know everything you do is sacred. So thank you for your practice. And now as we make our transition to walking meditation, be aware of the body, the movement of the body, getting up from your seat, walking toward the sanctuary if you wish to walk there. If you wish to use the social hall, that's also open to you if you wish. But just as a reminder, since Harry is new to the group today, in walking meditation, the purpose is to walk. Yeah, oh, very good. And so finding your pathway and trying not to cross somebody else, just look, there's in the sanctuary, the aisle, you can actually have two people walking, side by side or either way. And up at the front, there's room, and along the sides. And but just notice, where you are, proprioception. Where are you? Where's the body in time and space? And then as we walk, simply walking. And it can be slow, it can be a little faster. Using something like, I have arrived, I am home, or any other maybe words that can help with keeping the concentration, but just noticing the grounding of the feet. And then when you get to the end of what you have decided to be your path, stop, maybe look around, especially with a sunny day like this, there's going to be the light coming in the windows. It's really, really nice. And then turning around and starting again. It's sort of like we live our lives. We start again. And one of the things I do want to mention, I don't think I've mentioned it before, is it's really hard to walk in between the pews. So you might, if you find yourself, not finding a space, go to the social hall and find that there's lots of space in there. So with that, we adjourn to the sanctuary and the social hall for walking meditation. Cindy will be staying here in case you're leaving your valuables. So thank you for that service. So thank you for your practice. And before I turn off the recording, we're going to do a short visualization practice. So taking your seat again, I'll invite the bell. So a brief reflection. What I invite you to do is to think of a story or an opinion that you have. And perhaps if you were to meet someone that doesn't know you, what would be the story or the opinion that you would tell about yourself? Perhaps it's a story that's part of your family mythology. You were the small one, the troublemaker, the shy one, the mature one. And just take a moment to formulate the story that tends to be habitual that you tell about yourself, or the opinion that you feel you hold firmly. And now I invite you to take that story or that opinion and wrap your arms around it lovingly and caringly, as if it were something very precious. And then open your arms and let it go.